Chosen one, stop scrolling. This is not random, and it is not entertainment. Something greater is actively interrupting this moment because this message was set apart for you. Be clear about this. Messages like this do not arrive during easy seasons. They show up after confusion, after delays, after those quiet stretches where you felt unseen, overlooked, or spiritually exhausted. If you have been carrying questions with no clear answers, that is not an accident. This is the interruption. Moments like this are where direction matters most. One decision, one pause, one act of obedience can shift an entire trajectory. This is not fear speaking. This is awareness, awakening. Ignoring certain signals does not cancel the plan, but it can delay your peace and prolong the weight you have been carrying. If you are still listening right now, alignment has already begun. Something is locking into place, even if you cannot fully see it yet. This message is not hype. It is instruction. The call you are receiving is not loud or chaotic. It is precise. You are not being rushed, you are being positioned. What once felt blocked will begin to make sense. Not because everything suddenly changes, but because you do. Your responses shift, your discernment sharpens, distractions loosen their grip. What comes next will not respond to desperation. It will require clarity, maturity, and readiness. And the fact that you are here means that readiness is already unfolding. This is about stewardship, timing, and responsibility. Because what approaches next demands clarity, not confusion. Some moments appear ordinary on the surface, yet they carry a hidden weight that presses on the soul. This is one of those moments. This is not a passing pause in your day. Something significant has leaned into your life, asking for your attention, asking for your awareness, asking for your readiness. What you are encountering now is private and set apart. It is not meant for the crowd, it is meant for you. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. This is not coincidence speaking, this is recognition. You are being reminded that you were never random, never misplaced, never overlooked. There is urgency here, not to rush you, but to wake you, to pull your focus back to what truly matters before the moment passes. This message arrives to stir what has been sleeping inside you, to call your spirit forward, to prepare you for what is already in motion. Like light breaking through a sealed room, it reaches you at the exact point where clarity is needed most. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. That light is not distant. It is near. It is pressing gently but firmly, inviting you to look again, listen deeper, and remember who you are. This is not information meant to sit in your mind. It is activation meant to shift how you move, how you choose, how you stand. Transformation begins when identity awakens. You are being drawn into a path that will stretch you, refine you, and sharpen your inner knowing. Those who are led by the Spirit of God are the children of God. What has been prepared for you requires courage, awareness, and alignment. And now the weight of the moment rests in one simple truth. You are standing at the threshold. The question is not whether the call is real. The question is whether you are ready to rise into it. This question is not asked lightly, and it is not asked to fill a space. It reaches for the center of your heart and measures your willingness to step fully into what lies ahead. These words are not here to inform you. They are here to reveal you. They reflect where you stand right now and whether you are prepared to receive the deeper truths that shape a life marked by calling, not comfort. To be ready is to loosen your grip on the limits you have lived inside for too long. Old doubts, old fears, old identities that no longer fit who you are becoming. Readiness does not come from certainty. It comes from trust. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Readiness is choosing to move even when clarity comes one step at a time. It is learning to listen for the quiet signals, the inner knowing, the gentle pressure that redirects you when words are no longer enough. There are moments when your awareness sharpens and patterns begin to surface. Repeated numbers, unexplained pauses, a phrase that lingers, a color, a symbol, a feeling that follows you through the day. These are not distractions. They are markers. Like the burning bush that caught Moses' eye before it changed his life. What draws your attention is often the doorway. To say yes here is to accept guidance that unfolds as you walk, not before you move. Readiness is recognizing that what you have lived so far is not the full story. It is the foundation. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? You are being called to wake up, to stay alert, to act with courage instead of hesitation. This is not a gentle suggestion. It is a summons to be chosen, is not only an honor, it is a responsibility to rise, to respond, and to step forward with an open heart into what has been waiting for you all along. Not everyone is invited into moments like this. Not everyone is trusted with messages that arrive quietly but carry weight. You have been drawn in because your inner life has the capacity to recognize, receive, and respond to what many pass by without noticing. This is not favoritism. It is alignment. A line has been crossed here where routine ends and calling begins, where the familiar loosens its hold and something greater steps forward to meet you. What you sense as a warning is not meant to frighten you. It is meant to guard you. Protection often arrives as awareness before the fall, as light before confusion sets in. There are paths that look harmless but drain the soul over time. Ignoring the signals does not make them disappear. It only makes the journey heavier. My sheep listen to my voice. I know them, and they follow me. Guidance is intensifying now. Not someday later, because the season demands it. Movement is happening around you. Patterns are forming, doors are shifting. What once felt distant is now within reach. To be chosen is not to be carried forward without effort. It is to be entrusted with participation. You are not here to observe destiny. You are here to cooperate with it. Every choice you make sharpens your awareness. Every moment of reflection strengthens your footing. Every act of presence steadies your steps. To whom much is given, much will be required. This is the weight and the honor of this calling. You are being asked to rise above hesitation, to move beyond distraction, and to step forward with intention. What has been reserved for you cannot be claimed halfway. It responds to courage, clarity, and a willing heart ready to walk the path that is now opening beneath your feet. The reach toward you does not weaken or fade. It persists because what is being offered now is essential to how your life unfolds from this point forward. Clarity matters more than ever, and even small distractions can pull you off course when the timing is precise. That is why the call keeps returning through dreams that linger after waking, through signs that repeat, through moments labeled coincidence, but carrying unusual weight. Indeed, God does speak now one way, now another, though no one perceives it. Nothing about this pursuit is accidental. It is intentional, focused, and deeply personal. Picture a parent raising their voice in a crowded place, not out of impatience, but to prevent a child from stepping into danger. The urgency carries love, not panic. That is how these interruptions function. They are not intrusions, they are protection. They are guidance reaching for you before harm, before delay, before detours that cost more than time. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. Every sudden knowing, every symbol that stands out, every internal shift is a hand on your shoulder redirecting you toward what you are meant to become. The noise of the world will try to explain it away. Logic will attempt to shrink what your spirit recognizes as real, but the pressure to notice will not lessen. It will increase until awareness breaks through resistance. This is not meant to frighten you. It is meant to awaken sight beyond the surface, to help you sense the unseen connections holding your life together. Those who have ears to hear, let them hear. Something greater is threading your steps together, calling you to look closer, listen deeper, and respond. What is pursuing you now is not trying to control you. It is trying to lead you into the fullness of who you are always meant to be. Right now, guidance is moving toward you with uncommon speed. What has been waiting is no longer holding back. Alignment is happening because you are ready to receive what once would have overwhelmed you. This is not random insight or passing curiosity. It is deliberate, precise, and tuned to the path that bears your name. You may feel it as sudden clarity, repeated patterns, or a quiet pull towards certain numbers, colors, or symbols that seem to follow you. These are not distractions. They are signals activating awareness. This urgency carries purpose. Time does not move the same way in the unseen as it does in the visible. Moments of awakening arrive with exact timing. And when they do, hesitation costs more than delay. Attention becomes the doorway. When the time was fully come, each nudge you sense is encoded. Each repetition carries meaning. These fragments are assembling something larger, revealing direction piece by piece, sharpening your sense of why you are here and what is being asked of you now. What reaches you is not generic, it is personal. Others may brush past surface-level signs, but what is unfolding around you has been designed for your recognition alone. Movements are being arranged, encounters are being timed, synchronicities are lining up with precision. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, and he delivers them. This is guidance shaping choice, not just offering comfort. What you receive here does not merely inform your next step. It alters your trajectory. You are not navigating this alone. Forces unseen are active in your life, not as abstract ideas, but as participants in the unfolding of purpose. Angels move where awareness opens. They speak through intuition that rises without explanation, through clarity that cuts through confusion, through dreams that leave an imprint long after waking. Are not all angels ministering spirits sent to serve those who will inherit salvation? Their presence is subtle, but their impact is decisive. Their work is quiet and precise, to guide, to protect, to awaken. They influence moments where choices carry weight, where insight changes direction, where hesitation turns into resolve. When you acknowledge their nearness, you step into cooperation instead of resistance. Support becomes visible, guidance becomes sharper. What was once hidden begins to surface, because you are no longer ignoring the language being spoken to you. This language is not limited to words. It moves through patterns, numbers that repeat, colors that surface at meaningful moments, objects or creatures that appear exactly when you are deciding, doubting, or searching. He who has eyes to see, let him see. These are not superstitions. They are signals layered with intention, revealing meaning only to those willing to notice. A bird crossing your path at a moment of uncertainty. an object drawing your attention when you feel lost. A number repeating until it presses into your awareness. These moments are placed, not accidental. They urge recognition and response. Understanding grows through attention, observation, and trust. This language does not reveal itself to the rushed or the distracted. It opens to the ready. As you remain alert, the code begins to unlock, meaning connects. Intuition strengthens. Decisions align with something deeper than logic. The steps of a good man are ordered. What is speaking to you now is guiding your movement, refining your perception, and drawing you into alignment with the purpose that has been tracking you long before you were aware of it. Before I say anything else, thank you. Every like, every share, every small gesture of support carries more weight than you may realize. It is because of you that this message continues to reach the people who need it most. If you feel led, take a moment to like this video, helping this word travel even farther, and consider subscribing and staying connected not just to a channel, but to a growing community. As we are moving toward 5,000 subscribers, your presence helps ensure these messages keep reaching the hearts they are meant for. I would also love for you to go to the comments and share your city and where you are listening from. And if it resonates with you, take a moment to write 999 or 777 as a quiet declaration of agreement and openness to what God is doing. And to those who feel led to go even further through your prayers, your encouragement, or by using the Super Thanks feature, please know this. Your support is deeply felt. You are not just helping a video. You are helping this word move far beyond what any of us could do alone. Thank you. Amen. You are stepping into a season where ancient wisdom begins to surface within you. Not as distant history, but as living understanding. This is knowledge carried across generations, guarded in sacred writings, echoed through lived faith, and stirred awake at appointed moments. What is opening to you now moves beyond common learning. It sharpens perception. It teaches you to see through illusion and recognize truth beneath the surface. But solid food is for the mature, who by constant use have trained themselves to distinguish good from evil. Something deeper is training your sight. As this wisdom unfolds, discernment strengthens, intuition steadies. You may sense familiarity without memory, recognition without explanation, as if something long buried is returning to consciousness. These moments are not imagination. They are awakenings, a restoration of insight meant to prepare you for a path that requires awareness, not assumption. Call to me, and I will answer you and tell you great and uncatchable things you do not know. What is being revealed equips you to move with clarity where others hesitate. This understanding connects you to a lineage that stretches beyond time. Prophecy is no longer distant language or abstract promise. It becomes pattern recognition, the ability to perceive how events flow and why timing matters. Surely the Sovereign Lord does nothing without revealing his plan to his servants, the prophets. You are being given access not to predict, but to align, to anticipate movement, to prepare your heart and actions for what is already unfolding. As awareness expands, unseen realms begin to register. You notice connections where none appeared before. People, moments, and decisions begin to converge with purpose. This insight is both gift and responsibility. It refines judgment and strengthens resolve. For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth come knowledge and understanding. What you perceive now reshapes not only how you see the world, but how you understand your place within it. Discernment becomes your safeguard in a world layered with noise and distortion. Your ability to recognize truth grows sharper. False urgency loses power. Confusion no longer controls the moment. Test the spirits to see whether they are from God. This awareness protects you, guides you, and steadies your steps when choices carry weight. It is not judgment. It is clarity born of attention and trust. As this discernment matures, intuition rises with it. The inner voice, once easy to dismiss, now speaks with steadiness. You sense before you see, you know before proof arrives. The Spirit Himself testifies with our spirit. Acting on this knowing requires courage, but each step strengthens it. Intuition becomes both compass and shield, alerting you to danger, revealing opportunity, and guiding you through uncertainty with quiet authority. You may begin noticing color with new sensitivity, white appearing as clarity and presence, gold surfacing as wisdom and illumination, red emerging as strength and protection. These are not mere visuals. They are reminders, signals, reinforcing alignment. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Each appearance invites reflection and reinforces awareness that you are not walking alone. As guidance accelerates, moments may occur that feel too precise to dismiss. Meetings timed perfectly, solutions arriving unexpectedly, doors opening where resistance once stood. With God, nothing will be impossible. These are not accidents. They are confirmations, threads being woven together by hands you cannot see but can now sense. Ignoring such guidance carries weight. Overlooking signs dulls clarity and creates resistance where flow was intended. Today, if you hear His voice, do not harden your hearts. Awareness is not optional. It is protective. Attention keeps you in rhythm with what is unfolding. Each response makes the path smoother. Each act of trust allows momentum to build. Now is the moment to rise fully into what has been prepared. Alignment asks for surrender, not weakness. Courage, not control, not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit. As you yield to guidance, limitations loosen their grip. Change accelerates. What once felt distant becomes reachable. Your journey will not mirror another's. Your guidance is precise, your calling distinct. What is opening now will alter the direction of your life. The call is clear. The timing is now. The only question that remains is whether you will step forward with an open heart and answer what has been calling you all along. Divine intervention is not always gradual. Sometimes it breaks in like a sudden wind, swift and undeniable, rearranging what you thought was fixed. A cloaked soul, untouched as celestial fire, rewrites unseen battle lines. That is what this feels like when heaven moves fast. It does not ask permission from your comfort. It arrives with a holy intensity that demands your attention, because what is at stake is alignment, not ease. At first, the speed can feel overwhelming, as if events are accelerating just to keep you from drifting back into sleep. But this pace is not chaos. It is mercy. It is God closing the distance between you and the moment you were meant to recognize. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. Even when change moves quickly, the shepherd is still leading. And that is why what looked impossible yesterday can begin to make sense today. What was locked begins to loosen. What was silent begins to answer. What felt stagnant starts to move with sharp clarity. Doors open where there were walls. Solutions surface before your mind can explain them. Conversations shift, timelines compress, and you realize this is not luck. This is orchestration, And who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this? The acceleration itself is a sign that timing has narrowed and purpose is pressing forward. Your assignment now is presence. Stay awake, stay steady, respond with faith, not hesitation. The world may look loud, but the movement is deliberate, like pieces finding their place. You are not being threatened by momentum, you are being carried by it. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. The same speed that startles you will begin to feel like home when you stop fighting it, because deep down your spirit recognizes this rhythm. It is the sound of divine timing arriving on schedule. And as it arrives, the world around you starts speaking in new ways. Signs begin to surface in ordinary places, but they no longer feel ordinary when they touch your awareness. You notice patterns on streets, in nature, in dreams, even in passing words that linger like an echo. Numbers, shapes, animals, and colors keep appearing, and something within you knows they are not random, and it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. This is how awakening looks when it enters your daily life. A recurring number may pull your attention toward a decision you have been avoiding. A color may arrive like a covering, reminding you of protection when fear tries to rise. An unexpected animal sighting may feel like encouragement at the exact moment your courage wavers. The key is awareness. When you notice the sign, don't rush past it. Pause. Let it settle. Watch the sequence. Divine messages often arrive in repetition, not because you are slow, but because God is precise. And as you stay attentive, understanding begins to unlock. Writing things down, sitting in stillness, returning to the pattern can connect the fragments into clarity. Be still and know that I am God. The mystery is not meant to confuse you. It is meant to draw you nearer. These signs are reminders that you are not alone, that your life is not drifting, that guidance is woven into the fabric of the everyday. When you see these moments, it is God whispering, I am here, and your path is unfolding exactly as it should. But hear this clearly. Life as you know, it is about to change. Unexpected shifts will appear, opportunities you never imagined, challenges that stretch you beyond comfort, encounters that rearrange your perspective from the inside out. These are not random disruptions, they are recalibrations. Some shifts will feel unsettling because what once fit will no longer fit. Old routines, old relationships, old beliefs that kept you small. And it is natural for the mind to resist what it cannot predict. But the Spirit knows these shifts are blessings in disguise. They break patterns that kept you stagnant and open doors into growth you could not reach by staying safe. Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? This is that new thing rising. As the path turns, new strength rises with it. Courage you didn't know you carried. Resilience you didn't know you had. Clarity that arrives not from control, but from surrender. Each turn becomes a lesson. Each detour becomes direction. Each disruption becomes a stepping stone toward the life prepared for you. And when you embrace the unexpected, you step into a divine dance where every movement is intentional. Trust this. Even when you cannot see far ahead, the plan is precise. Your life is shifting toward your highest calling, and the changes you feel are not the end of something good. They are the beginning of something true, because truth is rarely revealed all at once. It comes in layers, it builds, it unfolds, it strengthens you as it reveals you. Divine messages stack like stones in a path, each one placed to guide your next step. A subtle insight today, a repeated symbol tomorrow, a sudden flash of understanding at the exact moment you need it. This step-by-step unveiling tests your attention and your patience. But it also proves you are being led. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Not a floodlight for the whole road, a lamp for the next step. So watch your reactions. Don't dismiss what feels small. Don't explain away what keeps returning, because soon hidden messages will no longer feel hidden. They will become signposts, clear markers, confirmations that you are moving in alignment with destiny. And when the guidance comes, it will not always feel easy to follow, because the very forces guiding you will also stretch your readiness, your patience, and your faith. The pain you endured was never evidence of weakness. The collapse you survived was never a mistake. Every trial that bent you, every season that stripped you down, every moment you thought you were breaking was proof that something powerful was being forged inside you. These tests were not sent to destroy you. They were allowed to reveal you. They marked you as someone capable of carrying weight most never touch. Someone strong enough to walk a path that demands more than comfort ever could. You were tested because you were trusted, pressed because you were chosen. Faith is not proven when the way is clear, but when the ground disappears and you step forward anyway. When signs grow quiet, when certainty dissolves in those moments, the unseen asks a single question, not to shame you, but to awaken you. Will you move without guarantees? Will you rise without applause? Every challenge you faced was a gate, and every time you endured, something within you said yes. These trials refined your sight. They sharpened your discernment. They trained you to feel when something is false, even when it looks right. They taught you how to stay rooted while everything around you shifted. None of it was wasted, none of it permanent. What felt like resistance was preparation. What felt like delay was alignment, gathering strength beneath the surface. You were being shaped for what comes next. Now, hear this clearly. Every choice you make from this moment forward carries weight. Intention is no longer passive. Action is no longer optional. Guidance is already moving toward you with force, but the depth of what unfolds depends on how you respond. Alignment multiplies reward. Hesitation stretches time. This is not about waiting for rescue. This is about stepping into position. Action does not always roar. Sometimes it whispers. Choosing courage over comfort, growth over familiarity, truth over convenience. One deliberate movement made in faith can set off a chain reaction you will not immediately see, but you will feel. The universe responds to clarity. Heaven responds to obedience. And what you move toward now moves toward you faster than you expect. The rewards you are seeking are already bound to the steps you take today. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel ready. Now miracles rarely announce themselves. They arrive quietly as timing that cannot be explained. As meetings that shift everything, as understanding that lands exactly when confusion once lived. These moments are not small. They are confirmations. Sometimes a miracle is resolution arriving just before collapse. Sometimes it is a person crossing your path with words you did not know you needed. Sometimes it is a symbol, a moment, a sudden knowing that steadies your spirit. When you notice and respond, connection deepens. What once felt rare becomes familiar, guidance becomes constant, support becomes undeniable. You are not being comforted, you are being activated. Marked not for survival, but for movement. What you lived through was evidence. What you feel now is alignment, and what is approaching will not ask if you are ready. It will reveal that you always were. This was never the end of the story, it was the threshold. And now something has begun to open. Father God, I quiet my spirit before you now, not to escape the weight I carry, but to place it back into your hands. I recognize this moment is not random. You have interrupted my path because you are positioning my life. I release distraction, fear, and the need to control what only you can orchestrate. Awaken my discernment where it has grown dull. Sharpen my hearing where noise has crowded out your voice. I choose alignment over comfort, obedience over delay, trust over understanding. Teach me to recognize your guidance even when it comes quietly, repeatedly, or through signs I once ignored. I surrender old identities that no longer fit who you are forming me to be. I step out of hesitation and into readiness. Where my faith has been tested, let it now become strength. Where my vision has been limited, expand it. Order my steps with precision, guard my heart with clarity, and steady my spirit with truth. I say yes to the calling unfolding before me, even when I cannot see the full path. Lead me one step at a time. I receive the transformation you are releasing, and I commit to walk in awareness, courage, and trust. Amen. If your spirit is saying yes, tap like on this message. Let that simple action help this word reach others who are searching for clarity and hope right now. Subscribe and stay connected, not to walk this journey alone, but to remain in the flow of every word God is releasing in this season. As we are moving toward 5,000 subscribers, your presence helps ensure these messages continue reaching the hearts they are meant for. Then go to the comments and take a moment to write 999 or 777, and also share your city and where you are listening from. Let this be your declaration before God. And to those who feel led and able to support this ministry through your prayers, your comments, or by using the Super Thanks feature, thank you. Your support helps this message reach the hearts. God is preparing right now far beyond what we could do alone. Amen.